homies, it's your Queen Bee. So if you watched my last video or like a couple videos ago, you will know that I had a similar like video kind of like this one. That was my opinion on high school, and this is my tips and tricks for students. I'm not gonna bore you guys with like life hacks or like things you can do to like, make it perfect, because nothing's ever gonna be perfect. I'm just gonna give you my top like 5 or so, I haven't even counted, but my survival tips as to how to make school better and just how to like succeed. So everything that I say isn't necessarily going to work for some people. It just depends on your school, it depends on who you are, it depends on what you do academically and what you do like extracurricular wise. I want to try to help you guys as best I can. So for people who are already graduated, maybe you guys like have heard of these tricks before. Maybe they're just things I made up and like no one else knows about them. And if you guys are in high school, maybe you guys have experimented with some of these things. And if you guys aren't in high school, take this with a grain of salt, because these aren't the best tricks. These are my tricks, and my tricks are very shady. So, without boring you guys too long, I'm just going to get right into this. So, tip number 1. Do not make school your top priority. Now, I know parents that are watching this with your children, you're going to be like, don't listen to this woman. She's crazy. She probably flunked all of her classes. She's probably doing nothing with her life except for YouTube, and you are wrong. Because I am in the military and I have another job. This is just something I am doing for fun, and I'm not trying to mess your kid up, I swear. That is why I don't swear in my videos. And that's why everything I do is kind of like kid-oriented and PG-13-ish. Don't make school your top priority, because you will feel yourself depleting. You will feel like every day you're dragging, you're getting slower, you're just done quicker. And you're just like, oh my god, I need sleep, I need to eat, and I just look a mess because you're not focusing on yourself. Please. Tip number 1, even though it is like don't focus on school, it doesn't mean just blow it off and just drop out. It means focus on yourself as much as you do on school, because if you're showing up, and oh my gosh, if you are like these kids who they're straight A students, but they smell awful because they're literally like going home, going to bed, waking up, going to school, not doing anything in between, they're not taking care of themselves, you're going to have a bad time, because people talk and people aren't going to like that. So don't make school above you. Put yourself above school. Like, no grade is worth your mental health. No grade is worth you going to school smelling and just not looking like you even took a shower. Like, honestly, take a shower, please. Life hack, trick, tip, secret, whatever I'm calling these, number 2, just like, have fun, okay? Don't goof off all the time. But, have fun, especially after school. Take a study hall, because that way you can just get all your stuff done in school, and then after school, you can go to concerts like I did, you can go and you can do a job. But again, don't make that your top priority. It should go like you, then, coming from me, it was me, my job, then school, because I've always worked. But it probably should be for you guys, yourself, then school, then a job, just depending on your family income and everything. My family is rich, but I choose to have more. That is why I work, and that is why I continue to work. So, everyone's different. Don't focus too much on school, and don't limit yourself to just schoolwork. Have fun outside of school, because school is work, and outside of work is fun. Have fun. I think that's what I was trying to say. Just have fun, okay? Enough said. Have fun, and pamper yourself, okay? Make sure you are of sound mind and body, and that you're also relaxing and having fun. Tip number 3, turn in your work. Do your homework. Unless you really hate the teacher, don't do what I did my junior year and do some not nice things to the teacher and then walk out of her class. and do a bunch of other crazy stuff and get 3 detentions. Long story short, don't do that. Actually go to the principal first and then complain. Don't take matters into your own hands, because then you'll end up just not in the class. I mean, that was fine with me, but I mean, yeah, don't do that. You're better than that. I mean, I'm not above that, but yeah. So just, if you don't like a class, talk to someone, talk to a principal, and then drop the class. Don't put yourself through that, because it's just going to make your life so much worse. If there's a teacher you don't like, get it changed. If there's like a student in the class that you don't like, definitely get switched. And just, make it to where you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable, you won't do good. So just be comfortable. Tip number 4, I believe. I lost track. Get sleep. Because if you don't sleep, you will be sleeping in class. And if you don't eat, you will be eating in class. So, to avoid both of those things, make sure to get lots of rest. Make sure to eat breakfast. Because if you are like me, and you don't sleep, and you go to school, then you will sleep in class. Now, otherwise, you just won't sleep in class. You'll get actual work done, and then, it's good. Now, obviously, I graduated with high honors. I was on the high honor roll the entire career of high school that I had, and I slept through all my classes. I'm not saying be like me and be like lazy. I'm saying find what's best for you and study that way. Don't kill yourself over like notes and like memorization and stuff like that. I took like 3 AP classes or something like that. I can't even remember. And I mean, I still passed. So, yeah. And I think the last thing I'll like leave this off on, make sure to get with the right people. Make sure that you don't, like put others above your own mental health or physical health, by the way. Like, if your friends are back in the garage, like, smoking weed and all that kind of stuff, don't do it, because you will regret it. I have never done a drug in my entire life, except for, like, a couple things, but never anything like weed and beyond. Like, everyone is guilty of smoking and drinking. That's, like, normal to experiment with that stuff. Obviously, I don't, because it makes me so sick. But, yeah, I've had my fun, and I don't do that anymore. Anyways, don't experiment like I did. Don't experiment like what my friends did, because later on you will be like on lots of hard stuff like crack and heroin and just a lot of other stuff. Don't do it. Don't do it at all. It ruins your life. So please, be smart. Don't do drugs. And also don't experiment with like other stuff like that, like bad stuff. Experimenting like with people, that's fine. Just don't manipulate, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Be a good person. Be smart and be a good person. And, yeah, have fun. So, I don't even remember what all my tips were, but the main thing is take whatever I say with a grain of salt, because I'm just speaking from experience. School might be different by the time you get there. I don't know. There was a lot of rules when I went, and I broke every single one of them. And, I think in my entire high school career, I only had 3 detentions, and that was all in a row for just one thing I did, and, I have no regrets. I wish I could do it again even worse, and I will definitely tell that story later, but please, do not be like me. Do not sit out of recess and get called to the principal's office and have your parents come, and then, yeah. I mean, just be good. Be a good kid. Be polite. Don't be rude. Please don't fight in the hallways. Don't scream. I mean, I am a very loud talker, but I don't scream at the top of my... Well, okay. I do scream at the top of my lungs in class, but, just, I don't know. Oh, and also be confident. Like, don't care what other people think. I am literally wearing, like, a childish thing, but, like... I don't care. I walked outside and I went shopping and got a giant bag of stuff in this outfit. And, I mean, I didn't care. I don't care. And just be confident, you know? You probably will never see those people outside of high school again, because I hardly ever do. Only the ones I want to see. And even then, it's like once a week. Just once a week. Human interaction is what I need. Yeah. Again, just behave and you will do good in school. And, I guess study if you want to. Again, parents, don't come at me. I never studied and I am doing okay. So, yeah. Actually do study. Maybe don't. Put yourself above school. Because, it's only 4 years of your life, but if you do bad things and bad choices, then you can mess up your life. Like, if you start doing any kind of bad things like drugs, and you don't, put your mental and physical health above what you're doing, you will end up looking really terrible and smelling really bad. I mean, I can't get over how many kids at school smelled so bad, but they were, straight A students, I don't even know how that works. I don't know. Everyone comes from a different background. I'm not judging. But, yeah. Hopefully this video makes sense because I completely lost myself. I will probably edit it down because, I wanted this to make sense. It probably won't. But, that's it. That's all I have to say. Make sure to give this video a like if you actually understood it and if this actually helped you. Make sure to comment down below. Did you ever sleep in class? That was my main thing I always did. Every day. I mean, every class, too. I don't know. I would wake up for the bell, and that was it. Yeah. So, comment that down below. Make sure to subscribe if you liked me, and if you really like me, make sure to follow all of my social medias down in the description box. And, I think with all that being said, make sure to have a good school year. And if you're not in school, continue to have a good life. And I think now with all that being said, thanks for stopping by. Love you.